guys and gals, under 12335. I wanted to talk today about how much of a masterpiece I think that Black Ops Cold War is going to be. I played the beta, I got about 5 hours in. It's great. Gunfights are consistent. I'm winning all of my gunfights. The maps are great. Sounds great. Being honest, I was going to do a bit for this, but I'm not, because this game has me so pissed off. I have to get ready for work in 45 minutes, and I don't even want to touch the game when I get home. This game is in a bad state. And I know people are going to be like, oh, it's the beta, it's just the beta. The game comes out in a month, man. How many changes are they honestly going to make? Wow, people are going to be like, oh, well, they updated the level cap. They unlocked everything. That takes the flip of a switch. That takes nothing to do. I'll be honest, though. The amount of maps and stuff in this game that you got for only 25 gigs, that's insane. That's better than Modern Warfare. That is way better than Modern Warfare. So I commend you on that. Good job, guys. This game is supposed to be over 100 gigs on release. What's bad about the game, Undead? Is it the coin flip gunfights, the equipment, the bad maps, the fact that I can't hardly see anyone when I'm going into a gunfight? Let's see what else. Your trash sound system, your overpowered and broken vehicles, your bad game modes, your bad sightlines. Everything about this game so far is bad. It doesn't feel like Call of Duty. It feels like Battlefield Light that they sprinkled some COD in. It literally feels like Battlefield 1. I hated Battlefield 1. It was janky and it just did not feel right. Your character felt like you were walking in mud. The only difference is, in this one, you have rocket skates. Your characters in this game move way too fast. It's the same with every gunfight as it was in, like, Modern Warfare. Sliding into every gunfight and then bunny hopping up and doing a slide cancel. It's still in this game. Let's talk about your inconsistent gunfights. If you ever get into a gunfight against someone using an AK or a Milano, just set your controller down. You're not going to win that gunfight. I pulled that gun out last night, and I immediately went off. The AK in this game is awesome. You don't even need a sight on it. The recoil does the work for you. It puts it on their head. Snipers, I didn't have much luck, but I can see what people are talking about with them being broken. They feel like they came straight out of Medal of Honor from 2010. They had this weird feeling about them. Skill-based matchmaking is in this game. It's very clear that it was in this game. Me and a buddy of mine played for a little while last night. I played with 2 friends of mine. And I played with another buddy of mine. We won 3 or 4 games, and after that, we got absolutely slaughtered. Skill-based matchmaking is very clearly in this game. You guys also need to remove the stim shot from this game. It should only be in the Battle Royale mode. I should not be in a gunfight with somebody and they pop a get-out-of-jail-free card in the middle of it. And if you are going to keep it in there, make the respawn, like regeneration rate on it, probably a good 15 seconds. I know people are going to say, oh, that's too long to wait. No, it's not. It's really not. Your maps. Let's talk about the maps. These maps, are, for one, they're freaking huge. They're absolutely massive. You guys could remove 50% of most of these maps and no one would notice. Like that map, Moscow, which... they're back to the typical one-word names now. No longer is it St. Petrograd or Oil Rig. No. This map is literally a remake, it looks like, of St. Petrograd. What is considered by many people to be one of the worst maps in Modern Warfare. It is. It's awful. The map is shaped like a boomerang. It is an awful, awful experience to play on. Cartel. Why do I feel like I'm playing Far Cry 3? I'm hiding in bushes. I'm peeking around corners with AKs. I'm up on top of rocks. The map's bad. Armada. It's a cool concept, but it literally feels like that one map from World War II. Just times 3. This game is not a fun experience. It needs a lot of work. Consistency is one of them. If I start the gunfight and am landing bullets on, I win that gunfight. That's how it should be. Not just because you bunny hop, you immediately win that gunfight. And you can tell that some of the gunfights in this game are swayed in their favor, regardless of what you do. And there's going to be someone out there too saying you're bad. I usually finish most matches above a 1 KD. I'm not bad. The game is. I'm only playing it to get info for it to talk about in this. And so far, I'm not even wanting to buy the game. I'll buy it probably after release, because I'm going to be busy with Cyberpunk and Destiny. I'm only going to probably play it for zombies and campaign. Let's talk a little more about your guns. The actual guns themselves, they sound and look like toys. And what did you guys lose the rights to the weapon names? The only one you have is the QBZ. Is the only gun in the game that has its accurate name. The XM4, was that not like a rocket launcher in one of the other games, or a launcher in one of the other CODs, like in Black Ops 3 or something like that? Didn't we already have that name? Like, really? The Milano is basically a mini Uzi. The Krieg, if you don't know what it is, it's an AK-5C. It's a precursor to AK-5C. There is, I mean, a shotgun being called the Gallo? Really? This game just does not look or feel good. Let's talk graphics as well, along with maps. Everything has this annoyingly nasty film grain to it that COD has been putting in there since Modern Warfare. No, since World War II, excuse me. It does not add realism putting this in your game. If anything, people turn it off as soon as they start the game. The first thing I immediately flip off when I play any COD, motion blur, because it's useless and it bogs your game down for no reason, and it's a useless feature, and film grain. I spend most of this game trying to find a black pixel that's the player's head amongst the black pixels. If you ever play on that map Satellite, it's very apparent. Because, this is going to be talking about the maps too. The graphics look bad on all of these maps. They do. They look awful. It's even worse whenever one of your maps in this game is literally you trying to pick a pixel out of sand dunes on Sinai Desert 2.0. The map looks like it was ripped right out of Battlefield 1. I don't know why in the world they thought it would be a good idea to put rolling dunes on the outskirts of a map. And you're able to peek from spawn to spawn when you're in these dunes. Who designed these maps? Infinity Ward, that's who. These maps are designed to cater to campers and bad players. Speaking of camping, you guys really need to address spawn protection. You shouldn't have 5 to 7 seconds of spawn protection every time you spawn in. If you've played on Satellite, you know what I'm talking about. I should not be getting chewed up by a chopper gunner as soon as I spawn in. I shouldn't be getting shot out of my spawn as soon as I spawn in. They addressed that back in Modern Warfare 2 when players usually, if you were having a chopper gunner used against you, you had like 4 seconds of invulnerability or whatever to get into a building. It made it fair. This game's not in a good spot. It's not. And I'm going to talk about your score streak systems as one of my final points. Why does it take me 10 kills to get a UAV that lasts for 15 seconds? And I have a 90-second cooldown before I can call one in again. Why does it take me 35 plus kills to get a chopper gunner? And also, gotta love when it flies in the room. Why does it take me that many kills to get this? The streak is... The kill streak system is broken. Whatever happened to the system we had? Like, for real. If it ain't this, you're trying to innovate again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That you guys need to tune this system back to the way it was. Because the end of every single game is enemy attack chopper above. And I don't know why it is. Why is it anytime I play on Sinai Desert 2.0, why is it my announcer sounds like someone from tech support? I'm not trying to make fun of Indian people, but why in the world? There's no Indian forces fighting on this map. Why is the dude speaking Hindi on this map? Like, for real. Just an honest question. One final issue on your maps. Get rid of dark corners. Please. If you're standing outside of a building, peering in, you can't see a thing inside of that building because they try to do the realistic lighting. It doesn't work. You guys need to get rid of that. This game is not meant for realism. It's meant to be fun and fluid. Please get rid of it. Another thing is, too, if you're inside that building, you automatically have that person dead to rights in that gunfight. Because they can't see you, period. Game needs some serious work, guys. But let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, a like and a sub would be appreciated. As it sits right now, there's no reason to get Black Ops Cold War. There's not. It's literally Modern Warfare 2.0, and people are only playing it because it's free right now. It's beta. I haven't played the actual Dirty Bomb mode, and I refuse to because I'm not putting a clip into somebody to down them. I already hate the armor ability stuff in the BR mode, so this is not going to make me want to play it anymore. But that's it for now, guys. Stay safe in these trying times. Don't do anything stupid. And as always, I will see y'all later. Peace.